Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. So I'm hopping on today to share with everyone all the information that's been flooding me for the past week and a half. And I'm just going to say the main theme is undeniable. It is all about karma. It is about the scales balancing. It's about fairness and balance. So there are two sides of this karmic clearing and retribution, if you want to refer to it as, that is going to be experienced, where there is one collective group that is going to be reaping very positive karmic rewards for their good deeds and all of the hard work and effort they have put into themselves and all they have given out of the pureness of their heart to others. Okay, and then there's the other side of the coin where there will be a collective group that's going to be paying off karmic debt, where they have made the conscious decision to act against their integrity and the best interest of not only themselves but of others. Okay, and they will be receiving repercussions for that. All right, and nobody is exempt from this. And just to confirm the energy that I have been picking up on, I have pulled some cards and I've written some notes, but I will free flow as well. So we have the Keeper of the Scales, fairness and balance, right? Karma clearing. And let this next card be your motto for the next 31 days till about August 1st. What comes around, what goes around comes right back around, okay? Again, with the scales, that's a big symbol in synchronicity. If you are seeing symbols of scales, hearing people mentioning scales, that's going to be your constant reminder to, be on your P's and Q's. I haven't said that in a while. I almost forgot about it. Okay, so this is such a powerful energy. Okay, we're already witnessing this on the world stage, like through the media, I'm sure through your communities, but like the truth is piercing through all illusions and deceptions. Nobody can hide any longer. Deception is not something that can withhold itself any longer. Not for very long, maybe a few hours to a few days at most. The truth is a force of nature and it's always going to triumph. Okay, so the dawn is rising, the sun is shining and going to be illuminating. Whatever has been done in the dark will now come to light, whether that be good or bad. And since what's been done in the darkness is now revealed to the light, all smoky mirrors, masks will begin to clear, and everyone will have much more accurate perceptions of themselves and others and the reality around them. And this is going to be so supportive for many in a way where people are finally going to snatch their power back, okay? And step into this profound level of sovereignty, okay? Because they have this sword of truth. And they know exactly who they are, they know who others are, and they have firm, strong boundaries. Now for some, this is going to be a lot of storms experienced, okay? That way there can be a very deep and profound purification of your mind, heart, and soul. And a severing of this mind control, right? Being a puppet on strings, pretending to be something you are not, acting in certain ways. Releasing facades in order to fit into specific groups or to live up to society's expectations. I don't know. So anyways, let me dive into the keeper of the scales, both sides of the coin. So, for collective group A, the ones that are going to be receiving very positive karmic rewards, you've made very conscious and pure choices, which has been creating the conditions and possibilities that are leading you to your fulfillment. You have been creating harmony within yourself, which is the exact recipe to create harmony outwardly with other individuals. You have been nurturing yourself with love, respect, and acceptance, and taking responsibility for all of your actions. That is a part of harmony and being whole. Okay, so you are going to be receiving restorations, positive, fair, and just resolutions in any kind of disputes that you have been experiencing. Now, for group B, that's on the other side of this scale, your life may be feeling like it's turning upside down and you are very much lost in confusion. You may be feeling like life's very unfair for you right now, and your ego is drastically distorting your reality. You've allowed your pride and self-centeredness to weigh down this scale. The behaviors you've been exhibiting have been throwing your life out of whack. The drama around you, or that you are a part of, has been all-consuming. It's time for you to make important changes. And these changes are connected to letting go of all people, behaviors, habits, and conditions that bring forth disharmony. It's time to step outside of denial. As a result, balance will be restored, and you'll escape the roller coaster of the disasters you've been experiencing. Reminder, what comes around goes around. It comes right back around. Whatever goes around comes right back around. I'm sorry. Justice will be served one way or another, and harmony will be rightfully restored. What's done in the dark comes to light. Karma is here to collect, and there is no escaping this energy. Okay, so this is another mutual group card. So this is the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Okay, so for group A, the group that is on the receiving end of positive karmic rewards for their good deeds, powerful forces of change are inevitably occurring, okay? Expect a sudden shift in your circumstances, especially surprising and unanticipated situations that suddenly arise, offering opportunities of a lifetime. Some of you may suddenly have something occur, causing everything to change instantaneously. Like your life is one way, one moment, and like by that evening time, it is completely different. You are reaching new heights. And these new heights have been waiting for you. Great things are happening for you. Trust that. Your patience has really been paying off. Okay, so for the other group, Group B, Many will be receiving unpleasant news, unexpected shock, and an overall sense of powerlessness. That's what could be expected. You're being forced to make a serious change that you really don't want to make at this time. Situations may abruptly turn in the opposite direction than you hoped that they would. Which will result in difficulties and unwanted surprises that are not very fun. Okay? So, we're going to start with Group A, that's on the receiving end, for their good deeds and actions, the ways they have been giving from pure intentions and doing so without hidden motives, just out of the goodness of their heart. So we have the High Lord of gratitude and service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. So for you guys, now more than ever is the perfect time to allow yourself to shine fully and be proud of all that you have accomplished. As you move forward, know this lesson you've integrated has planted an impenetrable shield of protection energetically around you. So no amount of criticism or jealousy, envy, evil eye sent your direction, people gossiping about you, is able to negatively impact you, let alone reach you for that matter. It will instantaneously be sent right back to whoever is directing that type of projection your way. So for y'all, there's no more hiding or dimming out of fear of this envy or evil eye from others or the unwanted attention. You deserve to take up space and shine. We also have Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Combined with the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth and true prosperity. Okay, so you can expect successful manifestations that have been created by you in the unseen realms, like your imagination, your hopes, dreams, and wishes. All your creative life force energy you have fueled in that way, now materializing into your physical reality. All that you purely desire will be granted to you. Make sure you know exactly what it is that you want, because the right conditions will flow easily in your favor. You've earned this. You will be receiving a lot of messages from within you that are your guidance system that will clearly guide you towards achieving your heart's desires. So for a lot of you, a major project will finally take off and pay off. For others, material gains and positive financial shifts will arrive for you. Some of you will be moving to brand new homes and new locations. Positive communications and relationships, repairs in relationships. Regardless your situation, you will 100% see tangible results of your ambition. You will also notice that mountains seem to be moved out of your way and that all delays you've been experiencing have now come to an end. All right. Okay, for y'all, we also have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, which is reverence, kindness, and consideration. So this group has been choosing to operate in the world from a place of unconditional love, which is the true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen into the seen. Your creative power is rooted within love through your conscious actions of compassion, generosity, reverence, respect, and empathy for all living things. This is bringing you a life of happiness and contentment. Love, compassion, and kindness for all have been the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Unconditional love is now being returned to you tenfold. And all of the love you've given, even if it was not reciprocated or appreciated, has not gone unnoticed. You will be receiving it back in very surprising ways. You've given selflessly without expecting or demanding anything in return. Remember, what is truly yours will always be yours. Nothing could ever take that from you. Your unwavering kindness will be returning to you in very obvious ways that you should trust. You are now receiving the goodness in which you've freely given to others back in more ways than you could ever possibly imagine for yourself. You are the embodiment of selflessness, humility, and conscious action. So, through each and every one of your small actions and selfless acts of service to others, you are automatically placed upon your highest path. Whether you are immediately or consciously aware of this in that moment or not. Your dedicated effort alone to make the choice to move with pure intentions, actions of service, and ability to simply find gratitude within all things has been acknowledged and applauded, and you're now being rewarded. You have maintained integrity with thoughts, words, and deeds. Your commitment to honesty and remaining true to yourself and to your word is now paying off in major ways you would have never seen coming, okay? You will be so thankful that you have remained faithful and loyal to your true path. An important lesson learned for you was the meaning of compromise isn't always an option, okay? So the lesson was compromise is not always an option. That you should always stay true to yourself first and foremost, without an ounce of guilt. You now understand in these moments of choosing yourself, it could appear you might lose something as a result, but you can never lose what's truly yours. So if you lose something by honoring yourself because it is what is absolutely in your highest best good, that was never meant for you. And by honoring yourself and choosing yourself, you open up space for what's truly meant for you and will honor you in the same ways to now be able to reach you and find you. Okay, so The last one for this group is the Metal King, discipline, armor, boundaries. This group has mastered setting healthy boundaries. No matter how uncomfortable these tasks may have been, everyone has benefited from these boundaries. You've learned where you end and another person begins. And you also understood that other people's emotions aren't and were never yours to carry, no matter how empathetic you are. This has allowed you to maintain a healthy self-esteem. So once again, now more than ever is the perfect time to allow yourself to shine fully and be proud of these accomplishments and not worry about the reactions you get from others for taking up space, using your voice, and being your unique, beautiful self. The world needs your unique essence because there is no other like you, and that is your power. Okay? Now we're going to move on to the next group here. So we have this shadow. So this is for the group that has some karmic debt that they will be paying off, okay? Where you have not acted in integrity towards yourself or others, or gone against your best intentions or the best intentions for others. But you can redeem yourself through making conscious and selfless and pure intentions over the next month, okay? So the Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. So for this group, it's time to address your innermost character flaws with compassion. It's time to bring your wounded self and all of your hidden agendas to the surface. You are no longer able to live in denial, because you are seeing tangible results of these aspects of your nature that have evolved in response to difficulties in your life. For a long time, they've been used as a means to survive, and you no longer need these wounded aspects or hidden agendas moving forward. Okay. Many of you are falling prey to insecurity, masked as elitism and arrogance, believing that you always... Hold on one second. Can't read my own writing. Believing that you always know, you are always right. Comparing yourself to others, allowing fear to lead you, and continuously self-sabotage situations that are actually meant to help you and are very positive for you because you don't trust them. Many of you may have been taught that manipulating others rather than being simply direct is the way to get your needs met. But I'm here to remind you that manipulation is never the best method of getting what you want. It will always come with some kind of repercussion. It will backfire. Whatever situation you find yourself in now, once again, is showing you are the one constant. And it's time to stop avoiding and take fearless inventory of yourself. Observe what parts you play in the dramas and the disasters that are occurring in your life. Once you come to the place once you come to this place of humility, forgiveness, and grace, after taking responsibility and acceptance of the knowledge that you have discovered, tucked away in the shadows, you then grant yourself the ability to proceed again as you choose to walk into the light of love and truth. There is such tremendous strength and value in facing your own darkness hidden within your shadows, rather than pointing the blame to all the people and things outside of you and around you. Okay? So next for y'all, we have the hungry ghosts. I'm going to do these two together. The hungry ghost, which is obsession, scarcity, consciousness, attachment, and the prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. So you've succumbed to fear of lack, which has been whispering in your ear that you will fail. Longing and yearning has become your constant state of mind. Many are comparing your own experiences to others. Some of you envy other people's success. A lot of you harshly judge yourself only on material accomplishments. There's also this feeling of being afraid there will never be enough, or you'll never be able to experience your dreams as your reality. Some have unfortunately turned to compulsive habits and overindulgence with eating, alcohol, drugs, and other unhealthy habits as a means to distract yourselves. It's time to let go of the illusion of lack and accept things as they are, to fully acknowledge and appreciate the beautiful gifts that surround you now. There will never be enough for hungry ghosts challenging you for the only experience they know, which is scarcity. It is not your job to feed them. Do not consent. The more you refuse to consent to these hungry ghosts, these whispers calling you to do this and do that, which you know is not good for you or others, those entities will lose their power to haunt you because you begin to starve them of your attention. Therefore, they have no choice but to go look elsewhere. All right. Next, we have the Desert Prince, survival, false promises. So, for some of you, you've been fooled by smoky mirrors. You often can't see truth because your thirst for achievement and recognition blinds you to the true nature of reality or a situation. A few circumstances also prevent you from being able to see with clarity, and you'll know how that resonates. You're easily swayed by the next shiniest thing and never express appreciation for what you've already been gifted until it is far too late. Things that seem to be way too perfect, miraculous, and extremely easy, you're easily fooled into blindly trusting, and that's a problem. If you think it's too good to be true, then it probably is, okay? So that being said, it's time to strengthen your discernment and pay attention to false promises from yourself and others. Don't be swayed by shortcuts and flattery. Not all that glitters is gold. It's often fool's gold. And by the time you realize this, you've lost something meaningful and important for something that was simply temporary and deceiving. The grass is greener where you water it. Remember that. The best way out of this pattern, this very vicious pattern, I must add, is to accept life has a desert period. Accept the spaces of feeling in between or in a void. Accept this for now and cross it one step at a time. You'll always be led to green pastures and fresh, clean water within divine, appropriate timing, okay? Okay. Next for this group, we have the Hawk Prince, which is all about spirit communication and paying attention. So you're really needing to pay attention and listen to the warnings sent your way at this time. Whatever you're pushing forward in spite of others, cautioning you about the direction you're heading in, is what needs your attention. You've been refusing to listen to your inner voice. Red flags have been waving obviously in the air, and you're being guided to heed their messages, okay? Because something is not quite right, and you might be trying to avoid that truth, but you know deep down something's not right, and you need to trust that feeling of uneasiness. Take a moment to slow down and allow old ideas to be released so you may begin again with new brilliant ideas that are expansive by simply allowing your mind and perception to expand in such a way where you're able to now recognize and see possibilities you had never considered prior. Okay? So, now we have the Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, withholding. So, for this group, this is all about withholding. Withholding information of any kind is simply another form of lying. Just because you don't tell the full truth does not mean you are not lying. You are aware you are doing this, and or another is doing this to you. Either side is withholding something in order to keep the other person manipulated and controlled so that one believes deep down that they are not good enough. It's time to address this concept. If you know and or see this occurring in any aspect of your life, whether it's coming from you or from another, it's time for a desperate change. Also, giving to other people without ideas of getting something in return is what's needed. A lot of you have been giving to others with selfish motives, okay? Expecting something in return, and you're being warned to stop doing this. The best way out of this is to give with honesty and an open heart and with zero expectations. Be generous and compassionate, okay? Okay. So next we have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. A lot of you are experiencing self-centered fear expressed through harsh judgment behind your current circumstances. And this is causing you to only seek out flaws in your circumstances as well as in the other people are surrounding you. You're always looking at what's wrong instead of what is going great or what could be made right. If you take a little time to adjust your eyes and see things exactly as they are, you will inevitably admire the perfection and beauty. You've been extremely rigid. Release expectations and demands. And be with the truth of the way things are now. The truth is, you're already beauty and worthy of love and happiness. And all around you that you observe is also worthy of these things. You may not be seeing exactly what you thought you wanted, but by shifting your vision just a little, you may just find clarity and see that what is in front of you and around you is exactly what it is that you are needing right now. A total shift in your perception is required now, as well as being open and accepting of other people's perceptions, views, and experiences. Don't lose out on something amazing that you'll deeply regret later on due to your inability to appreciate the greatness that is already presently around you. And avoiding yourself to fully experience the treasure that's right in front of you. Because you'll never be satisfied if you continue this way, and you'll always have more things to complain about than things that you have to be happy and express gratitude for. It's time to get out of your own way and out of the way of your own joy. It is you, and it has always been you. And as soon as you can accept this truth and stop pointing the finger, the sooner you'll allow yourself to live life freely and fully. A life that is worth investing in, and you deserve to live life in these ways. Ask yourself why you want to look and seek for misery. What do you gain from that? What does that enable you to hang on to that you're not willing to let go? What belief is tied to the need for you to do that? Who taught you how to do that? I'm telling you, if you just switch these things up a little bit, you will turn this karmic debt where you are receiving unpleasant circumstances and returns coming to you that are from what you have sent out, because what you give, you will receive. You can flip that around and turn it into positive karmic returns where you are receiving rewards, surprises, opportunities, level ups, glow ups. The choice is truly yours. All right, guys, I hope this has helped.